Here's the thing nobody wants to say out loud. Something about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's children just doesn't add up. And no, this isn't about petty gossip or royal fanfiction. This is about birth records, legal inconsistencies, and a growing mountain of questions that the palace seems disturbingly eager to dodge. It all begins with a quiet, almost imperceptible oddity buried in Archie's birth certificate. In the UK, birth certificates follow a strict format. Full legal names of both parents must be listed. Yet Meghan did something no royal mother has ever done. She removed her own full legal name. Instead of Rachel Meghan Markle, she listed herself as Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex. On the surface, maybe it's just a personal choice. Maybe she thought it sounded more regal. But 11 days later, the record wasn't amended. It was corrected. That word matters. In legal terms, a correction implies that something was fundamentally wrong with the original document. It wasn't a typo, it was intentional. And that correction sent ripples through those who track royal affairs closely. Why erase your name from your own child's birth certificate? That's not normal. Every other royal, from Queen Elizabeth to Princess Charlotte, has the full legal maiden name of the mother included. It's protocol. So what was Meghan trying to obscure? And then comes the real twist. Lilibet Diana. While the media insists she was born in California, something doesn't sit right. Documents allegedly trace her birth to Colorado. Random? Not at all. Colorado's surrogacy laws are unique. Unlike California, Colorado allows intended parents to be listed directly on birth certificates without ever naming the surrogate. That's key. When Lilibet's birth certificate surfaced, it listed Harry not as Henry Charles Albert David, his legal name, but as His Royal Highness, the Duke of Sussex. That might sound royal and fancy, but in America, that title means absolutely nothing. U.S. law demands a real name on legal forms, especially birth certificates. So why omit it? The scariest part? If Harry's name isn't legally present, he could have no parental rights over Lilibet in the United States. In the event of a divorce, custody battle, or emergency, he could be treated like a legal stranger. Meghan, on the other hand, kept her full name on Lilibet's paperwork. That move feels more like legal chess than coincidence. And here's where the rabbit hole deepens. Rumors suggest a young woman, 23 years old, gave birth to Lilibet in Colorado, just days before the baby's official birth date. She allegedly signed a tight non-disclosure agreement and has since disappeared from public view. If true, that would explain everything. Colorado laws make it easy to hide the surrogate's identity. No name, no trace, no proof. Combine that with Meghan's alleged health issues, like her claim of postpartum preeclampsia, a severe and often life-threatening condition. It just doesn't line up. She was photographed out in public just days later, showing no signs of trauma or recovery. Meanwhile, Harry was galloping around polo fields in Aspen. Would a man whose wife almost died in childbirth be out playing polo weeks later? Wouldn't he be by her side? The optics don't match the story. And then there's the document itself. It wasn't even a certified U.S. birth certificate. It was a certificate of live birth issued by a hospital. That's not the final record. The actual state-issued birth certificate? Never released. No public access. No updates. Why? If Harry's name is missing, that could have devastating legal consequences. Again, no legal parenthood, no custody rights, nothing. And here's what chills me. No correction has ever been made. Years later, the issue is still unresolved. It's like they want it that way. And let's not forget Archie. Why did Meghan remove her own name from his UK certificate, only to restore it later under pressure? Was this an attempt to blur legal lines? Was the palace involved? If so, why? Some speculate this is all by design, that each parent only has full legal claim to one child. That's not just bizarre, it's strategic. Meghan has full control over Lilibet's paperwork. Harry? Barely a footprint. That's not an accident. Then, the most jarring speculation of all. What if Harry isn't even Lilibet's biological father? Sound far-fetched? Consider this. Harry allegedly suffered from a childhood hernia involving one testicle, something that may have impacted his fertility. Combine that with a surrogate birth and possible donor sperm, and suddenly the dots begin to connect. Without a biological link and without legal documentation, Harry may not just be distant, he may be completely unconnected to Lilibet in the eyes of US law. Meghan, however, used her full name. She covered every base. It's a frightening possibility. If their marriage ever dissolves, Harry could be written out of Lilibet's life with a single court order. Now, add one more layer. Many observers have pointed out Meghan's deeper emotional connection to Lilibet compared to Archie. If Lilibet is biologically hers, while Archie may not be, it might explain the visible difference in their public portrayals. And what about the timeline? Meghan claimed a miscarriage in July 2020, but was soon seen at a Beverly Hills clinic known not just for dentistry, but elite fertility treatments. The pouch she carried resembled cold packs used after egg retrieval. The miscarriage story? Conveniently timed? Even the birth video Meghan promoted was off. No masks, no hospital protocols, just soft lighting and smiles. During the height of COVID restrictions in California, hospitals were locked down. How was she exempt? It all feels too staged, too perfect, too controlled. Every breadcrumb leads in the same direction, toward a curated narrative, one shaped by silence, loopholes, and power. And if the truth finally emerges, it won't just be another royal scandal, it will be an earthquake. Because when your children are part of a line of succession, your secrets aren't just personal, they're political. And the moment those secrets unravel, the whole world will be watching.